To create an array, drag and drop an element to an empty container. This element defines the data type of an array. An array is a collection of items of the same data type. Any data type, Boolean, cluster, whatever. This number is an index. It points to the first element you can see here. The number of these index values indicates the array dimension. One number means it's 1D array. You can add the dimension like this, or with the context menu. Grayed out element indicate that the array is empty. Now, when I change any value here, the array is initialized with values. This array has 3 elements. At index 0, the value is 8. At index 2, the value is 3. The same is in the diagram. However, arrays are usually large, so most likely you will create an array with initialize array using for loop, read it from file, or just define an empty one which you'll fill up later. You have access to array elements with dedicated functions on the array palette. Few most popular are index array, replace arrays subset, reshape. We'll talk about those functions in another video. Arrays go along nicely with loops, especially the for loop. Whenever you connect an array to the for loop, the tunnel is indexed by default. If you connect 2D array like here, this loop executes as many times as many rows are in the array, returning those rows one after another. Same as with output tunnels. Those two programs are very similar, but also very different, and comparing them doesn't make much sense. However, it is good enough to clarify the benefits of the for loop operating with arrays. The for loop knows the number of iterations prior to the loop execution, and so it asks the memory manager only once to reserve this amount of contiguous memory for the data in the output tunnel. The while loop, on the other hand, will ask memory manager to extend this output buffer with every iteration, and that is time-consuming. It is mostly visible with the first call of the loop. The best way to preview arrays is by using graphs, like this. You can always add noise to test algorithms you're developing.